Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great and welcome to this full video right here on Cardano. Wanted to do a full update. I covered Cardano I think like 2-3 days ago, which is quite recent. But obviously we've had some significant price action since then, and we have hit the main level that we expected and that I predicted in my last video, right? So that's interesting. And I think it's an opportunity as well, so that's why I wanted to make a video. So let's get right into it. So ultimately, I think I kind of wanted to check, but I think the last time I covered Cardano was somewhere in this range, right? When the price had dropped down below the POC, the point of control, which is this area right here in the middle of this wider range here, beautifully drawn, but hopefully you can see what I mean. When we had dropped down below that, and what we said in that video, is that it was most likely, given the structure, which is a range, and we just hit the top of the range, also rejected there Friday the 23rd, of course. But in a combination of the structure, in combination with the market momentum which we had over the course of the last week, which, yes, I mean, we did have some times of bullish momentum, certainly, especially when we're talking about Ethereum, but generally it was a bit of a week of pulling back. That, in combination with the breakdown below the POC and the structure, made me say that I thought it was most likely that we were going to drop down into this main support level right here around 60 cents. And that is so far what we've done. I mean, so far I found support right here at 62 cents. So it's, Cardano is holding on relatively well, right? I mean, the main support level is 60 cents, so we still have a bit of a buffer here. And now the question always comes up is that, all right, well, this has been the structure now since the 2nd of February. At times we have also fallen down to 52 and 50 cents, which is the next area where we have quite a lot of liquidity. Now, first of all, can we expect a move down lower into that area again? Yes, it is a possibility, right? This is a fundamentals market, so that means that the market is very, very sensitive to news. So if we, which I cannot predict, it's pure speculation, but if we get very bearish news, some sort of a severe escalation, for example, between the US and China, like, can we do something like this? Yes, but I think ultimately at this point of time, getting one more move down into that support level here is quite likely. But if the fundamentals stay the same as what they are right now, I would say it's most likely we will be able to just hold this level. And I think eventually we will also be able to get up to the POC right here at 72 and 70 cents, which is quite a strong resistance level. But after that, I also do think that that we'll be able to get back up to 78 and 82 cents. So ultimately, this is, at this point of time, what I think is most likely. Now, something I do think you need to know is that when we're talking about Cardano, right? And probably if you're watching this video, you're a big fan of Cardano. But I think most of you will agree with me on the fact that Cardano, for the majority of the time, is a relatively stable and quiet, right? I mean, you have times like these where in 18 days, we barely do anything, right? So I do expect this, but this consolidation on top of 60 and 62 cents, for all I know, could take 3 weeks. Right, so do I ultimately think that this support level is going to hold? Yes, although if we have some bearish external pressure, we can spike down lower. And do I expect us to still rally up higher into the main value area high? Yes, but that doesn't mean that I think it will happen next week. And to be fair, I mean, it seems a little bit more likely that that's going to happen more towards the end of June, if we go off of the history that Cardano has. However, I will definitely keep you updated on this. Hopefully this helps. If you're interested in more Cardano updates, I try to cover Cardano at least once a week. Doesn't always work out that way, but at least know that I'm trying. But those are my thoughts for now. So thank you for watching. Have a great weekend in advance, and bye.